Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Get Ranked. Since Sonic Prime will be coming out really soon, probably, I mean as of recording this, we're actually not sure when it's coming out, but we're assuming that it's not out yet by the time this video goes out. Hence why the bottom tier is, it's not out yet, you stupid moron, and Sonic Prime is going to go right there.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've not seen it yet, because it's not out yet. Okay. The rest of these, the actual bottom tier is garbage. And then, I mean, it's alright. And then, A is for awesome. And this animation is awesome.
Yeah.
And then, the Super Sonic Brothers Super Show, which is the best. It's S rank. It's why so many S's.
Okay.
And we're ranking Sonic animations. So it's like we were going to do just the TV shows. And then there just wasn't enough, and I was like, well, let's just throw in all the animations. And then someone on this wonderful website that I use had already done all of that, so
So I have a question.
yeah.
If that has all the S's and that has all the A's, shouldn't that have a B? Can you put... Thank you. Alright.
Alright, let's get into this. Very first one is Sonic X.
So, I haven't watched all of Sonic X, but I've seen enough of it to know.
You've seen seasons 1 and 2, right?
I've seen not all of 2, but
Not all of 2.
like half.
So
of
you've
2.
never even seen season 3,
No.
which is a whole nother like ball game.
Which it's like its own thing, right? Like,
Pretty much, like it feels very separated from seasons 1 and 2, just because the theming is different. The stories, like they're in space fighting the Metarex as opposed to being on like Chris's planet.
okay.
Chris doesn't suck nearly as much in season 3 like he does the rest of the show.
Okay.
I mean, if Sonic X was just seasons 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would put it at like the bottom of A.
Yeah.
But with season 3, I either feel like it's got to go up here, like bottom of S or top of A.
I think let's put it in an S for now.
Put an S for now?
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I mean, because even if it's just 1 and 2, which is all I've seen, it's retellings of the adventure game. Which,
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's
It's
cool.
great in its sense.
Well, all the voice
solid.
actors for X were phenomenal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, even though they replaced all the previous actors before, that's why all the actors got replaced for the games. But like, I don't know. I love all the voice actors in X. I don't think there were any in there that I can think of at the moment that I was like, ew, I don't like
Yeah.
that one. There's definitely some of that in some of these other ones we're gonna be.
I mean, I
going
can
to,
even
but-
think of some of the voice actors that got replaced that I would kind of be like, that's not as great as, you know, the
Yeah.
voice actors that are in X. So
Yeah. Well, Mike Pollock, you know, who is now Eggman permanently, seemingly, which is awesome. I mean, there's only been 2 Eggmans for
except
the games.
in Prime, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think he's replaced in Prime. I don't know. I don't know if that's been confirmed.
Well, if it's out, you should tell us.
Yeah, let us know in the
lot.
comments. Even though we probably
Every
already
comment,
know
tell us.
by this point. All right, let's move on. This is Sonic Sat AM.
I love this show. I love this show
This
so
is
much.
the only like Archie-related media.
I mean, I would automatically put it top S.
I would
But-
not.
Okay.
I know you really love the
I
Archie
really
stuff.
love-
I really love the Archie stuff, and that's why I like this show. I cannot stick with this show. This show bores me to tears.
Really?
It bores me to tears. It's just, I don't know. Out of all the shows, this is the one that I've never been able to binge all the way through because it's just
I've
kinda
never
boring.
binged it, but I remember as a kid staying up late. Like it would come on those channels that like only play kids stuff, or it plays like really obscure stuff at night only. You know, at like 11:30 or
Yeah.
something like that. You know, just a weird time.
Mhm.
And it would be like this show or Sonic Underground would be the other one that it would play.
Yeah.
And I just remember staying up specifically for this one and loving it. But
And I said out of all the shows, this one bores me to tears the most. There's another one in here that I just saw. And I'm like, oh, there is a different one. I do really like the show though, and I love that the Archie characters are in it. And
I mean, Uncle Chuck's in it.
yeah,
Sally,
Rotor,
Antoine.
yeah, Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the fact that the Archie characters
And
were all
think
there,
about the
like,
voices in it.
oh, so good.
It like that. That's what plays in my mind every time I see those characters in any of the Archie comics. That's what I hear them as.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't agree that it should go in S, but I can put it in A.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I can compromise.
Sonic Underground.
Now this show is kind of crap, but I love it.
You think the show's crap?
It's kind of crap, yeah.
I don't think it's crap. I like it better than Sonic's at AM.
I do not.
But I think Underground makes me cringe a lot
I think
more.
it's a cool concept, and I mean, I think it's cool that, you know, Sonic has a brother and a sister, and that's really cool, you know, and they're the Queen's, you know, children or
I wish it
whatever.
had gotten finished. It didn't get
Me
finished.
too, yeah, I know. I mean, but neither did Sad AM.
Yeah, no. Except for that fan project that's going on that they're doing season 3.
I mean, the majority of these shows on here didn't get finished.
yeah. I think
So-
X did.
Did it?
That might be the only one that got finished.
Yeah.
Adventures, I don't know. That's the one that I was like is also really boring to me.
But
So where would you
Underground.
rank it? Where would you
I'd
rank
put it in B.
Underground? You'd put it in B.
yeah.
So you're saying it's BI right?
Yeah. It's ball right.
Ball right. I feel like Underground deserves more than that.
I mean, that theme song alone is pretty freaking sick.
Because like I was thinking top of A, bottom of S.
I definitely cannot do that.
So
I can do bottom A.
I was about to say I feel like Compromise
Is bottom A.
would be bottom of A.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't like the two henchmen in that show either that Robotnik has. The orange guy and the
Oh, Sleet and Dingo?
yeah.
I don't
do
mind
not
them. I
like
think
them.
I like them. I think they're fine.
They make me uncomfortable.
They don't bother me. I like them. All right, Sonic Boom. I
Honestly,
will say
it wouldn't have surprised me if those two characters had shown up in Sonic Boom.
you're right.
They
You're right.
look like they belong in that universe.
I agree. That's funny.
Sonic Boom, the show, is really good.
I really like Sonic Boom.
It's my opinions on the show are way different than my opinions on the game.
Yeah. Well, it's so it's funny. I'm actually currently binge watching the whole series, and I just finished watching season 1. I'm probably like almost a third of the way through season 2. Season 2 hits differently than season 1.
Really?
There was so much more like fourth wall breaking in season 2. So much more like Sonic related like humor, like when it comes to like making old references or
Well, and I
making fun of Sonic as a series. Like it's gold. Season 2 has been absolutely golden so far.
here's the thing about Sonic Boom, like the show, and all the things that you're referencing when it comes to bringing up old stuff and that kind of stuff. Like, I guess we're ranking these overall, you know, but like, I don't know. If you look at like Sonic X especially, like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't even know how to put it into words, so I guess I should shut up. But
Where are you going with this?
but I don't know. I don't know if it's just us ranking it like because of the state of how Sonic is, where, you know, Sega doesn't let people bring up the past very often, you know, or if it's just actually like, oh, these are good references. You know what I mean?
Some of them are
Does that
good.
make sense?
Yeah. Well, some of them have been really good references, and some of them have been like just straight up, let's make fun of
Yeah.
Sonic and where it's at.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like there are so many jokes where Sonic makes fun of his arms.
Or I
being
guess
blue.
what I should be saying is, do the references make us happy because we've been starved of references in the past? Or do they
I don't
make us
think-
happy because they're actually good references?
I don't think Sonic starves us of references.
You don't think that Sega does?
I don't think so.
You don't think Sega holds back past characters
I
and
don't
that kind of
think so.
stuff?
I don't think so.
I mean, for us to
Well,
see
sometimes,
Vector
but-
in this show was like a freaking miracle.
That was cool. Yeah, but But I feel like that was cool because it was a Boom version of Vector. Like, I was enjoying seeing Boom versions of characters, like, reoccurring characters.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, again, Vector shows up in Season 2. That's when, like, all the really cool appearances were happening.
Think we should put this above Underground.
Really?
I think so.
Wow. I was not expecting that. I was expecting you to put it in B or garbage.
Well, I was thinking that. No, I wasn't thinking
you
garbage.
Hate Boom.
I do hate Boom, but I don't hate this show.
I don't either.
If Boom had just been a show and that's it, I'd probably be more okay with Boom.
I like it because it's a comedy and like it doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it great.
Yeah.
The games tried to take themselves a little too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
And with these characters and with the style, it just didn't work. But with the show not taking itself serious, the only parts of this show that are bad are when it does try to take itself seriously.
Yeah.
Those are the only bad parts of this show. And that doesn't happen much. It really only happens when Shadow shows up every once in a while. And even then, like, Boom Shadow is disgustingly gross. Disgustingly gross.
Yeah.
And I hate that because I love his design in Boom. So you're saying above Underground?
I'm saying above Underground.
We're having so much conversation about these. I'm actually surprised we're drawing this out as much as we have been.
We're pretty good about talking about
Sonic. Yeah. So you're saying above Underground? I don't.
Do you not think so? Because I'm honestly okay with putting it either under Underground or in B as well. Like I'm open to.
No,
any
I
of those
think.
three.
I think I agree with you. That's so hard for me to do, but like, because I just have so much nostalgia for Sonic Underground. So I feel like it's not fair, at least in my brain, to put Boom above it. But like, when I look back of it, I can sit there and watch Boom more than I can Underground.
Underground just makes me cringe.
There are a lot of parts of Underground that makes me cringe. So I'm fine with that. I'm surprised we agree with that. I was not expecting that. All right. Now we're at the movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Okay, so this has to be like the best video game movie ever,
I think
right?
so. And the thing is, I think this movie is controversial based on what I've seen online. I think there are people that don't like this movie. And I understand the reasonings behind why people don't like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree, this is one of the best video game movies I have ever seen. And it just felt like such a love letter to Sonic. I would put it
felt like Sonic.
Bottom of S is where I would put it.
I agree.
And I think anything else we put in S would still go above Sonic 2, possibly. But like, I love this movie. I love this movie so much.
Like if it were just me.
And just like the theater hype for it too. For me personally.
Yeah.
Now maybe if someone that wasn't a big Sonic fan, maybe the theater hype wasn't all that. But like, the same hype I was feeling watching, like, Avengers Endgame or, like, No Way Home.
Yeah.
Like, I was feeling that hype in my chest when Supersonic...
And you were like...
Yeah, I'm sitting there, like, shaking because Supersonic is on a freaking movie screen in front of me. And then Shadow at the end...
I hope that everybody's seen these shows and movies because otherwise you're just...
It's been out long enough, it's fine. And then Shadow at the end.
Yeah, I know.
The second the second she said it's a project 50 years ago, I'm sitting there just convulsing. And then they're like, Project Shadow. And then he just opens his... Chills, man. Absolute chills.
Anyways, what I was saying before was, if it were just my personal list, I'd probably put it below Sad AM. But since we're compromising, I can put it in the bottom of us, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, if you would put it, you said above Sad AM?
No, I'd put it below.
Oh, you put it below.
Yeah.
See, I'm also sitting here thinking, I'm like, I understand why people don't like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a lot of things in it that's like
the whole human side story.
Well,
like that whole
Eggman flossing is stupid.
Okay. But like, of course that's gonna be in a movie.
Yeah.
But like the whole side human thing.
Like
the whole wedding.
The wedding scene.
Yeah.
Very unnecessary.
So unnecessary.
The whole
and there's the
dance scene in the bar. That didn't bother me as much. I know that bothers
It
a
didn't
lot of
bother me
people,
as much
though.
either because that also just feels like that's something that's gonna be in a kid's movie nowadays.
Yeah.
But like that whole wedding scene, I feel like, especially if you're looking from a parent's point of view or somebody that is taking a child to see this movie, the majority of the inappropriate parts of it come from that human side story, and specifically the scenes of the wedding,
Inappropriate.
There's some cussing in it.
Oh.
Like in particular,
gotcha.
and there's at least one sexual joke that I can think of, but
I don't remember that at all.
I mean,
My problem with the wedding scene was that it just lasted too long.
yeah, it also lasted
just drug
very
out.
very long.
I
Honestly,
don't remember the inappropriate stuff that
that
you're
felt
talking about.
more
but
like a deleted scene than actually part of the movie.
I agree.
But
Is that enough to put it at top of A though and knock it out of S? I don't know.
I think so.
I feel like it.
Now that we're talking about it,
If
I
it
think
was
so.
my personal list, absolutely not. But for the sake of the internet,
yeah,
I'm gonna put it right there.
okay, I mean, I'll compromise with you because where I want to put it is,
One below.
yeah, but. And I feel like,
I said,
I feel
I
like
would
a lot
put it
of
bottom
people.
of S.
I feel like a lot of people would agree with me on that, but
I guess you'll let us know in the comments below. All right, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I have a love-hate relationship with this show
really,
because I have some nostalgia for the show as well,
I have a lot of nostalgia for this. This is
But-
the first Sonic show I ever watched.
but this is the weakest Sonic show. I think this is the weakest thing on this whole list, honestly.
Oh, for sure, I think.
There's only one more thing that I'm seeing that we haven't ranked yet that I think might be lower, but
I want to put
it's
this.
just it's too
Excuse me. I want to
kiddie.
put this in B.
That's what I'm thinking. It's too kiddie,
Yeah. It very much dumbs down everything, but I think that's what it was meant for. I mean that's why Sad AM existed. That was for more of the mature Sonic fans that watched
The older ones, yeah.
watched Sonic for the story or read the comics for the story,
Mm-hmm.
and then Adventures of Sonic was for little kids. I mean, it's like big brother, little brother situation,
Right.
And
And I don't think it's a bad show, so I don't think it should go in garbage by any stretch of the imagination. So I agree. I think it should just go in. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right, Sonic 1. This is another one. I think you should go in. It's all right, but I think it should be the very top of B. Why do I say that? I'll tell you why I say that. Sonic is the only Sonic-y thing in this movie.
Yeah.
It's a great
true.
movie, but it literally just feels
Well,
like one of
I
those
mean,
basic road trip movies.
And Tails at the end, but
At the
and
end.
also thinking about how
Well, in the opening scene with Longclaw and the echidnas, that was cool, but
that's
it.
not even very Sonic-y though.
It's not, but
But
it's more
also
than the rest of the
thinking
movie.
about how much they brought this movie back from the trash pile that it was, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty amazing thing to me. So I agree. I think it deserves top of B. There's parts of the movie that watching it, you can tell that they had to stitch this movie back together after cutting stuff out, and having to reanimate so many scenes. I feel like there's some dialogue that just feels stitched together,
Yeah.
It doesn't really belong.
And you
together.
people that are
But
watching that don't agree with this, because there are people that will argue.
that the
full
first one's
for-
better than the second one.
Yes, I don't understand that
I don't
argument.
either.
Please, if you think that way, comment below, because I genuinely want to know why you think the first movie is better than the
I
second.
would love to understand your thought process for sure.
Because from what I understand is that people think I don't know, it's laid out better. It's cleaner in some ways,
don't
and I
think
just
that at all.
I don't either. I
But-
don't either.
I mean, whatever. Just explain yourselves.
Yeah.
All right. Can I brag?
Yeah. Go get it. Go get it. Please don't brag. Show it.
So, okay. So not too long ago, a month ago,
Yeah, probably.
you texted me saying that this was at our local game store. And
Because Logan, aka Awesome NES, texted me and Zach aka Supreme King Zach, in our group chat.
How much was this? $80?
Yeah, you got it for 80, and this thing goes for like 120, typically.
I bought it. I bought it on DVD.
On DVD.
I freaking loved this movie.
And then we came here and we watched it, and it was great.
It was great.
It's a great movie.
I love this movie.
I've only ever watched it on YouTube, so watching it on a DVD was so cool.
It was so cool. Yeah.
Now it just sits on your shelf over there.
Yeah, I keep it front and center to display it. I mean,
very neat find.
It's such a cool movie, and I love the animation style.
Animation is so good.
Some of the voice acting is kind of cringe at some points, but I mean, for a Sonic anime that's not Sonic X, I mean, it's great.
It's got some iconic stuff too, like the "You may know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you because I know everything you're going to do." Strange, isn't it?
That's so iconic for sure.
Metal is so cool in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. This movie.
Eggman's character in this movie, the way that they portray Eggman is really. I think it's pretty fantastic, honestly.
I think it's good.
And
it's just strange.
I think it set a lot of standard for how he's portrayed. Like,
because he's menacing when he needs to be, but he's also very goofy throughout the movie too. Yeah, I agree. Bottom of S for me.
I agree.
I don't think this movie.
I don't think it's
can't be an S.
I don't think it's better than Sonic X, just because of how like spot on Sonic X is to Sonic,
Yeah. The only issue I have with Sonic X is Chris. If Chris was not in the show, this would be up above the list because Chris freaking sucks. All right, moving on. Night of the Werehog.
Now I've only seen this
is so
once.
Cool.
I've only seen this once.
Really?
So I remember thinking it was really cool when I watched it when I was like 12 or 13, but
you don't remember a whole lot.
I don't remember a whole lot of it.
I didn't. Interesting.
You didn't. Interesting.
I didn't realize that you hadn't seen this more than once. I love this short. But that's what it is. It's a short.
Yeah.
How do you compare it to like movies and stuff?
My first instinct is to put it between the first Sonic movie and Adventures of Sonic.
See, but then that's putting it in the it's all right. This short is a lot better than It's All Right.
You think it's better than
It's
All Right?
phenomenal short. It is a phenomenal short. It at least, at minimum, has to go in the A category.
Bottom of A?
I'd put it above Underground.
Okay. I'm honestly okay with that, too.
I really like this short. Which, again, that feels unfair putting a short above an entire TV series.
And an entire movie.
Yeah.
2 entire TV series and an entire movie.
Yeah. But it's so good.
Yeah. I think let's do that. Let's put it in A above Underground.
Yeah. While recognizing that it's probably not fair that 8 minutes of animation is a lot easier to make just so stupidly clean compared to like a whole show.
Yeah.
But we are ranking these based on how they are, and this is what it is. It is that good.
Yeah.
Team Sonic Racing. I thought this one...
I saw clips of this on social media. I wasn't too incredibly interested just because I wasn't too incredibly interested in the game.
Yeah.
The animation for, Team Sonic Racing Overdrive, Sonic Colors, Rise of Wisps, and Sonic Mania Adventures, all of that animation, I'm assuming that's done by the same team, right?
It's all directed by Tyson Hess, I'm pretty sure.
And it's all fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. I was about to say, all these last ones we're doing are all the Tyson Hess stuff.
Chow and Spaces as well? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Team Sonic Racing, I feel like was just alright. Like, there's parts of it that's just kind of slow and boring, but like it's got some really funny moments, especially the second part of it was a lot better than the first part of it, I thought. I'd probably put it bottom of B though.
Okay.
Just because,
like I said, I've only seen clips, so
yeah. I feel like that's something I may change my mind on after I upload this video, but that's where I'm at with it right now.
Alright, Chow in Space.
Chow in Space.
I haven't even seen this.
Really?
I might have seen clips, and not knowing what it's from, you know.
Well, I know what we're doing after this video's
Yeah.
done. This was wonderful. It's the story of a child that's having a dream about being in space fighting dudes and all that, and like Sonic is like watching him sleepwalk around the Chow Garden and like trying to keep him from killing himself, basically.
There's supposed trailers for this posters in this for the Sonic Adventure games, right?
Yeah. And then Tyson was just like, all right, let's make this poster a
Make it
reality.
thing. Yeah.
Tikal is in this very briefly.
Really?
Yeah. And that was cool because I'm like, whoa, we've not seen Tikal in a long time.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Again, though, like when I'm comparing this short compared to everything else at the top, I feel like it goes like under the Sonic movie, the first one, in B.
Okay. I mean, I don't have.
Because I think I like it better than Adventures for the most part. Yeah. Colors Rise of the Wisps.
I only saw clips of this too.
This is the weakest animation out of all of these, in my opinion.
Is it garbage?
No. I don't think any of these are garbage. I don't
Yeah.
think any of these are going to fall in garbage. This is the closest one to garbage, but it's still good. Like, I think all of these are good in some shape or capacity.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's one thing that I feel like Sonic has always been able to get at least close to right is the animations in general. I mean,
Their animations and...
no matter if you go from the movies to the TV shows to just internet shorts like these, I mean, it's always been, you know, at least somewhat accurate to Sonic, you know?
And so this actually takes place in the middle of Sonic Colors.
I think that
Which is
if...
cool.
Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore Rise of Wisps, but I think that if the Sonic movie, the original one, had stayed in the state that it was in whenever it was first revealed, I think we could put it in This Is Garbage. Just because I don't think that was accurate to Sonic at all.
Yeah, possibly.
But that's beside the point. That's not really what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Rise of Wisps.
Yeah. Well, you know, in Colors Ultimate, Metal Sonic is in it.
Yes.
This short basically explains why Metal Sonic is
Okay.
in Sonic Colors. So this takes place in the middle of Sonic Colors, which is cool. It was a cool animation. I feel like I enjoyed more of Team Sonic Racing animation though. Like it was just funnier. Rise of the Wisps is slightly forgettable, honestly. And I mean, you've not seen it, so I mean, I feel like I've got to put it there.
All right.
And I hate that. I hate putting any of these things down this low because these are all such great, solid animations, and I just don't feel like they deserve to be so far down. Like I wouldn't put any of these anywhere close to this garbage pile.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, oops, what did I do?
You switched them. There you go.
Hang on, how do I like?
Oh, you like what?
Oh, here we go.
You. Oh, okay.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I promise I can do this.
No,
There
what?
we go.
Okay.
And then this is just like, so everything else isn't so low. There we go. Because I don't think any of these deserve to be this close to the garbage setting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I'm trying to point out here.
That makes sense.
Mania Adventures. Bottom S.
Okay. I freaking love these shorts. I actually watched all of these. I watched them as they were released,
Were
and
so good.
such a good way to hype up this game. I mean, they came out afterwards, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think it was more helping for Mania Plus.
oh yeah,
Because it takes place immediately after Forces, when Classic Sonic goes back.
which is a really cool concept.
That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Even though Forces freaking sucks, but yeah.
So right there.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty solid list.
I think
don't
so
know.
too.
We might be a little biased, but
So like, I mean, well, no, I'm gonna keep those there to show that.
I don't know. Just thinking back on this, even though I have a lot of nostalgia for Adventures of Sonic, does that need to go below these Tyson Hess directed animations? mean, because the storytelling in Adventures is not great.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of inconsistencies in some of the animation. I mean, it's a very goofy cartoon. It's definitely not garbage.
It's got Sonic Says in it.
It's up to you.
I don't know, man. Again, it's that situation where these shorts are literally just shorts, and Adventures is a whole freaking TV show.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's a whole TV show of what we just talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so hard. I don't know.
If you feel conflicted, then we can just leave it.
Honestly, I feel like it would be doing Tyson Hesse justice putting these in front of Adventures.
I do too.
Because he worked, I guarantee he and the whole team that did these worked crazy hard on them, and they're so good.
Well, and I'm sure
they are so good.
I'm sure that anybody that worked on Adventures at Deke, I'm sure that they worked hard on it too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just, it's not as accurate to Sonic. They're not as clean looking for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think that that's doing justice to Tyson Hesse.
I think so too. And it's not like we're putting it down here.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's still in the it's all right category.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel good about this now. I feel better.
I do too.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Seriously, if you don't explain why you like Sonic 1 better than Sonic 2, I really want to know. Is there something you don't agree with on here?
Tell us if you're hyped for Sonic Prime or
Sonic Prime.
If you're watching it now, let us know. Is it living up to your expectations?
You like? All right, bye.